YouTube Tech B Swift, rocking out with another reviews. I'm cracking through these reviews today because I've been MIA for a minute, and I apologize, but I am back. School has been real busy, spending long hours coding, but you know what? It's spring break and I got a little time, so let's get it. So, with that being said, today we're going to review two of the Meenova products. These are excellent products that was actually given to me as demos to go ahead and test out and review and keep. And one of the two I would use every single day, like personally, because I do a lot of testing on USB cables, other USB devices, and it's something you gotta have. And then the other one is a nice USB hub. So let's jump right into it. So first, we're looking at the Meenova voltage tester. So it comes in a nice little hard plastic shell, little plastic case. It gives you the model number on it. It tells you it's a USB current and voltage meter, dual USB ports. It has current up to 3.0. It gives you the voltage, and then it also tells you it's the warning: low voltage exceeding 9 volts will damage the device. SKU is MS USB CVMA, and the model number is 97734-31106. It says made in China on the front too. So it's just a little plastic container. It comes in this anti-static case that I had to rip apart just to even get it out. But I like to see that they take the extra precaution. So for those out there wondering what would you do with a voltage tester, if you're using it for, you want to keep track of how much voltage is coming out for your USB cords. USB Type-C is huge right now. So a lot of cables out there they push in from third-party companies, say that they're safe. Then you'll check the voltage and you'll find out it's pushing way too much voltage coming out, which can potentially damage your units. So you don't want that to hurt your devices. As well as if something's running slow, you want to see if the USB flash drive you bought is really getting to the speeds that it claimed it can. A lot of times you can tell something's capable of doing that by just checking the voltage. So what it says is this is the USB voltage port that plugs into your device right here. So this goes into your chargers, to your computers, whatever you want to test the voltage coming out of. At the top, you have a USB-A type plug-in, and then on the bottom, you have a USB-A type plug-in, and then it'll show you that this is an out, this is an out. And there's two testers, which is really, really cool. So you get amperage, and you get your voltage. And it does it for both. It'll tell you for both sides. I don't see a way to toggle back and forth, and I haven't tried two at once. I tried one, and it did work. I did test this against another one that I have from a different company, and they matched up 1-to-1. So that's a good thing. Like I said, this is a very, very nice plug. I like how it's transparent, so you can see all the internal parts. I'm a nerd. CS is my background, so I love looking at resistors and that type of thing. So this is really, really cool. So I'm doing this video in conjunction with part 2, which is the Meenova USB 2.0 hub. The reason why is because we're going to test the hub. We're going to see if the hub is really pushing out 2.0 speeds. This hub is really, really different. It's really, really cool. It has multiple different ports. It has some unusual ports that stick out, and you wouldn't see how you would truly use those. But I did test this. I did look up some ways you could use it, and it is very usable. On the bottom of the box, it just gives you the company's, which is http://meenova.com. On the right hand side, it gives you the SKU, which is GSUTHMCP VA black. Nothing on the back side, and on the left side it says USB 2.0 hub. And on the back it tells you all the specifications, where it has the micro USB, so it has two of those. It has two USB 2.0 ports. It has an input micro USB, which is a 5-volt 2A max. And then it has a suction cup pad at the bottom so that you can make sure that it doesn't move on you. So this is really cool. Like I said, but let's just jump up into it, open it up, and then we'll test it. Sorry if I sound like I'm under the weather. My entire family's been sick. Both of my kids had the flu, and my wife had the flu or something, and now I feel like I'm getting it too. So inside, you get the USB 2.0 desktop hub with the micro USB charging ports. It shows you how to plug up everything. It does come with a wall charger if you need it, so that you can power up the device. Placing the USB hub, it gives you all the specifications, all the steps, instruction steps how to use it, and then it also gives you the cleaning steps. if you do need to clean it. Why would you need to clean it? I'm not sure, unless you're just a really dirty person. And then it give you some more warranty information, and it gives you their contact information, which is support at Meenova.com, in case you have any issues. Which, with this company, I've had several of their products. I've never had any issues, so I don't think you will either. And if you do, they're a very nice company to work with. And then the data transfer is up to 400 megabytes per second. Don't expect to get that. Typically, USB 2.0 doesn't get anywhere close. It's not based off of this company. It's just in general the USB 2.0. And this obviously is compatible with XP, Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, believe it or not, since even though it's not listed, and Mac OS. So, oh, and Linux too, if you're a Linux person. So, let's open it up. This is the USB cord that it comes with so that you can charge it. You can power it up. I'm actually just going to power it up off my Surface. And let's take it out the box. Now, when I was saying it's kind of different, it's the way the ports sit on this. So, get all this stuff out the way. First and foremost, it has the logo right here, the Meenova logo on the side of it. On the other side of it has the input micro USB port. So this is where the charging port, like I said, you can plug it directly into the wall if you need to, or you can plug it into your laptop. I'm going to plug it in my laptop just for testing purposes. But if you're going to utilize all of these ports, you really need to plug it up into something that's giving out a little more higher output. My Surface, I don't think, would generate enough power to power and utilize all of these ports. On the back, it's a sticky material so that if you unpeel it, you can stick it down, and it's removable and it's washable, so you can constantly put it in different places and locations if you need to. On the top, you have two USB micro ports right here, and charging ports, and then you have the two USB-A ports inside. Now, before I jump into this and plug into my computer, you were probably saying, like, what would you use these USB ports for? That's like the oddest positions ever, right? I get it. I thought the same thing too at first. But you start looking at it, there's several things you can do with it. One, if you're a person to walk around with a Bluetooth earpiece, you can put this directly, sit it down, and it'll charge your earpiece if you have it plugged in. So that's kind of cool, right? I wouldn't have two earpieces, but one of them I can plug in on that side. So it's you can put a hard drive on here. I have external hard drives that's small enough that I think will sit flush with this with no problem, and it will sit just standing up. It may be a little top heavy, so you gotta be careful with that. But I think if you stick it down using the sticky part on the bottom of it, I honestly think I can take a USB hard drive, sit it directly on this, and it'll charge my devices with no problems. Or I'll be able to pull data from it with no problem. So that's pretty cool. And then the USB-A ports, I mean, they're just typical USB-A hubs. So I can stick a hard drive in this one and a hard drive in this one, have this connected to my other external hard drive, and transfer data back and forth. So enough talking. Let's see if it actually works, which I know it does because I've already tested it, but just for this video purposes, I'm going to show you guys. Don't be looking at my password. Oh, don't need it. Alright. So I just threw my keyboard on the floor. I'm going to power this up using my Surface. If I can find the plug. There we go. And I don't have much battery, but we're going to make it work. So now, boom, up and running. As you heard it, it did a little da-da-da-da, letting you know that it's plugged in. As you see, there's a blue LED light. Excuse me. There's a blue LED light right here, letting you know that it's plugged in and it has power. So first, I'm gonna grab a USB. This is a SanDisk USB 3.0 flash drive, which still supports USB 2.0. So let's plug it in. I think I got one song on there I did from my earlier video today. Ding-a-ding-ding. You see it popped up. There you go. And it's playing. So obviously it works. If I had another hard drive in there, it could be another hub, and that will support it as well. So that's a really cool feature. And then if you want to see, I'm gonna move this just so we can see the voltage. So as you can see, what this voltage tester does, it shows you the voltage that's coming into it, which is 5.0. Amperage going out is nothing because nothing is going out. And if I plug in my USB hard drive, if I can figure out how to plug a USB hard drive, there we go. Boom. So now we're showing the amperage that this hard drive, this external flash drive, I don't know why I kept saying hard drive, is taken up is for the voltage that's coming out and transferred to the device is still 4.92. And if I drag and drop this to my desktop, hit copy here, as you see, it all works. It's right here on my desktop. For those that can't see it, in case the camera's on a different angle, there you go. So everything works. This is really nice to have. Like I said, it shows you the voltage that's coming out. And this is very, very important, especially with all these new cables coming out, or if you're buying these third-party cables and you want to verify that the cable you're buying is safe for your devices, you need to make sure you have one of these. All this that you see here, other than my Surface and the SanDisk flash drive, I'm giving away. You know, if you guys wanted to find out how you can win these items, go watch my TechBee Swift giveaway video, or you can just look in the description below and it explains all the details and everything you need to do to win these products. So I look forward to talking to you guys in the future. TechBee Swift, I'm back around. Don't worry, I'm not going to disappear. I got a lot more videos coming to you. And like I said, everything on this table you see for the most part, other than my phone, my Surface, my SanDisk, I'm giving away to you guys. So subscribe, comment, like, review, talk about it. I don't care. Just do something with it. And I'm out.